Lily, the children on the farm obviously like to climb the trees. I've been told.
You bet. So Kajumba has helped me out before now when one of my vanilla vines escaped and it climbed about 20 feet up into the tree. So I needed to be able to loop it back down. So she climbed the tree for me. Very, very delicately undid the roots that were attached to the tree trunk and then looped it back down for me.
So as far as I'm concerned, they're just playing and having fun and climbing trees, and in actual fact they're rescuing your vanilla.
Yeah, exactly. Also, Kajumba will climb. It's very unusual for a girl round here to be tree climbing. Normally it's always the boys. So one day I was walking on the cattle farm, because that's where Kajumba grew up, on our cattle farm. And I found her so high up in a tree, maybe 30 feet up high. And she was just picking off the dead branches and throwing them to the ground for firewood. So it also does have a practical use, as well as being able to steal guavas and mangoes and avocados.
That's very good. So which tree does she think she would like to climb? Is she going to show me how she climbs?
Would you like to go up this tree? Yes. Okay. Tugende guru.
Look at that gorgeous shy smile. And have a little look.
It's up, whichever you want.
There we are. Is this a good tree to climb?
She'll choose her trees.
And she's the daughter of your cattle manager?
Yeah, she's the daughter of Durungi who looks after the cows.
And her first name is Daphne?
Kajumba.
Kajumba, is that her surname?
Kajumba Daphne.
Kajumba Daphne. So how does that work? Gosh, look at that.
Well, they don't have surnames here, so they're just given two names. Their Christian name, they normally call a name that is from a Christian name, as in a biblical type of name. But they don't take the second name of their parents.
So her first name is Kajumba?
Yeah.
And her second name is Daphne?
Yeah.
It's very pretty. Kajumba Daphne. Look at that. Look at that. Well, you see, the mummy instinct in me now is saying, come down! There's that panicked, yes, a child. If this was one of my children, I'd be freaking and calling 999.
Well, she's climbed some much more precarious trees than that one,
I can see this.
Especially if she went into that fig tree, she'd probably get right to the top because there are lots of
I can see. She clearly does this sort of every day, several times a day. That's fantastic. Are you going to come down?
You can come down.
Look. It must be, in many ways, just like for the farm workers and their children, for their children. This just must be one big playground. Do they play in the sense of, you know, like, do they have time?
No, there's a lot of hard work that goes on. So the kids are often fetching water, fetching firewood. So of course, and looking after the goats and the cattle. But in between times when they go to collect firewood and look after the cattle, obviously they're doing their own thing.
Kajumba Daphne, thank you very much. That was very kind of you.
Yes, thank you.